What a fucked up dream!
Welcome to the Harvester Show, Initiate.
So, we have a dream theme here today. And why? I'll explain. In the previous episode of the Harvester Show, I made a promise for you guys. Let's see what that promise was. In the next episode, we'll go through the script. Was there something that was changed or cut off? Let's find out. That was a stupid promise. There are over 100 pages here, and the script is much more complicated than the finished game. The storyline is the same, but the original script contains many ideas that were cut off during the game development process. Besides that, there are not much changes. But the script explains many things that I've not quite understood before. For example, why the people in the town are so weird, why there are so many monsters in the first level of the lodge, why there's Mr. Potsdam in the lodge, why there's a sheep in the barber shop, and so on. It's impossible to reveal all the secrets of the script in a single episode. Therefore, I've decided to focus on a certain theme in every episode, and this time I'll focus on the dream of Steve. Yep, that single dream Steve has so many times. I have to warn you about the spoilers. If you don't want to know why Steve is in Harvest, then stop here. Now, let's see the dream.
What do you people want from me?
More pie, Shaman?
Welcome to our order.
The hand that grips the knife instead.
Stephanie.
What's the question we all wonder while can't get sleep in the middle of the night? How did Steve end up in virtual reality? Of course. And the dream gives us a hint. In the script there's a page titled Central Dream Images. There Gil Austin, the writer of the game, describes what kind of animations he would like to see in the dream. The sixth part is the most interesting. An extreme close-up of the eye of the woman being killed. Blood splatters across the eye with a bullet impact. This should hint at a backstory, the character being kidnapped to be put through this harvester program, and the murder of someone during the course of the abduction. In the dream there's no woman being killed, but in the beginning of the dream there's someone with a sliced throat. The image stays in the screen much longer than any other image, so it has some special meaning. I'm sure that's the hint Gil Austin was talking about. The idea behind the image must be the same. Steve was kidnapped and someone who was protecting him was killed. Steve can't remember anything about this when he's awake, but when he's sleeping, this horrible memory comes up. You can see this image also on the wall of the art gallery in the second level of the lodge, but you can't examine it, so the game tells you nothing about it. Let's move on. We all know this shadowy figure from the cover box of the game. The figure is Mike Napodano, one of the main designers of Harvester, with the face of Kevin Obregon, also one of the main designers of Harvester. Here's a photo from the shooting session. There you can see Mike with his own face. Harvester was censored in Europe. 2 disturbingly shocking pieces of animation were cut off. But that's not all. Check out the cover box of the Europe version. Where's Kevin's face? Was that disturbingly shocking too? The next image here is the lips of Stephanie, and the explanation for that is obvious. Who wouldn't dream about those lips? Then here's a hamburger. Maybe Steve was hungry when he went to bed. The next image is really strange. You can't understand what it is unless you know. The image is a twisted version of this tree picture. As far as I know, this was Kevin Obregon's idea for the cover box art, but Gil Austin decided not to use that. I can understand Gil. The picture is cool, but I can't see any relation to the game. Then here's my favorite image, the dark exotic woman from the third level of the lodge.
Welcome to the Temple of Beauty. And am I not beautiful, oh man? Look at my hair, black as a moonless night.
The dark exotic woman wants to hear how beautiful she is, and after every compliment she wants to hear another.
And what else? And what else? And what else?
The first time I played Harvester, almost 20 years ago, I was stunned when I saw her. I mean, Stephanie was lovely and adorable and cute, but the dark exotic woman was a sexy bad girl who blew my mind. I was in love. Look at the way she walks, and the way she attacks with her fingernails. She's the sexiest villain ever. I wish she would attack me. The actress of the dark exotic woman was Tracy Napolitano, Mike Napolitano's wife at the time. These days she's known as Tracy Yarkoni, and you can find her from Internet Movie Database. Harvester contains a scene where Stephanie is doing this. Wow. You can see that also in one of the promo pictures. Harvester was shot in summer of 1994, but before that in January they released a teaser. Where was this scene? And guess who she was? Tracy, the actress of the dark exotic woman. In the teaser, Tracy was model for Stephanie. Tracy appears also in the making of Harvester video. And this is the best part of the video. Tracy, I know you are watching this. You might think now that I'm weird or even obsessed, but I can't help it. I guess I should act like an adult here, but you're so beautiful that you make me crazy.
And what else?
I wish I had all your movies.
And what else?
I loved you in Zombies.
And what else?
Your bag in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was the best bag I have ever seen.
And what else?
Come on, Tracy. Can't we stop now? You know I worship you.
And what else?
Hey, if you don't stop now, I say something nasty. Something like that you're fat.
Oh no. Look at me. Do you see that? I'm fat! 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 There. Am I not beautiful? Look at my complexion. Pale white and gleaming.
Women. The next image is an animation. There you can see someone's eyes pulled out. That person is Mr. Kane, and you have to confront him in the second level of the lodge. He is the toughest enemy in the lodge. It's important to save the bullets, so there's a special technique to kill Mr. Kane. If you hit him in the face with a hooked flail, you can pull his eyes out. When Mr. Kane is blind, you can easily kill him. Then here's Stephanie. This time the whole face, not just the lips. The next image here is an animation. You can't see this anywhere else in the game. Let's see the Central Dream Images page again. In the third part, Gil Austin writes, an extreme close-up of one of the leads embedded in the player's open brain. So this must be Steve, whose brain has been connected into virtual reality. In the background of the dream there's this blue something. I don't know what that is, but you can see it also in the teaser I was talking earlier. So, that was all I wanted to tell you guys about the Dream of Steve. I'll release the Central Dream Images page on the Harvester fanpage on Facebook. You can find the link to the page under this video. There's something I want to tell you guys about the people who have helped me to make this show. In the previous episode I have many discussions with Sergeant at Arms, and some of you thought that it was his real voice. Well, it was not, and some of you obviously didn't read the credits in the end of the episode. The original voice actor of Sergeant at Arms was Ryan Wickerham. He also did the voice of Steve. In my show, the voice actor of Sergeant at Arms was Jake, the voice Parr. Jake is a hardcore Harvester fan and a very talented impersonator.
He did a damn good job.
Jake, listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. In the beginning of this episode I was in Dallas. and I went to the building where Harvester was born. Yeah, right. Actually, it was Dustin Nulf, one of the programmers of Harvester. He went back to the crime scene and shoot us some footage. Cheers, Dustin. Then there's of course Mike Napadano, also known as Mikey Dino. Mike is the man who shipped me this box full of treasures, like the original script of Harvester, the storyboard, the agency directory, and so on. This box is the reason I started to make these videos. So without Mike there wouldn't be the Harvester show. Mike is like Santa Claus for every Harvester fan. Now I have to go, but before that I have a special message for all the young serial killers out there. No killing in Christmas. That's naughty. See you next year. Merry Christmas.